What we have here today is a great appetizer. These are onion fritters in a beer batter. How could that be bad? Fried to perfection. So folks, we'll give you the recipe and directions if you hang with us. So stick around. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing good today. Today we're going to make a beer batter onion fritter. And like all my recipes, they're really pretty easy to do. So, we got olive oil. We got a can of your favorite beer. We got baking powder, salt and pepper. I got some paprika, cumin, oregano, garlic powder, one large onion, and a quarter. We got this from the garden. So, flour, one egg, and about 5 cloves of garlic. And like I said, this is pretty easy to do. So let's get cooking. So we're going to slice up the onion. We'll start with our little guy first, out of the garden. This year the onions did pretty good. Can't really complain. And well, we start by peeling them. Just like that. Like I said, this is a little guy. Pretty nice day today for the middle of October, except this is a busy season for wasps. It's their last heyday and they're coming out in droves. They get in the house, they get in everywhere. How? Don't ask me. But they do. They're a nuisance. Looking for something to eat. Like I said, this is their last heyday before the winter, and they all die. So, okay. So what you want to do is slice them just the way I'm doing it, so you end up with something like that. Okay. Once again, as with most of my recipes, real easy to do. And they taste good too. I'll start crying pretty soon. That's the thing about slicing up onions. Okay, you guys get the picture. We got the other half to do, and we'll start moving on. Okay. So you get our pan nice and hot, and we're gonna put about that much olive oil in. Coat the bottom of the pan really good. Now we're going to saute these onions, right? And we want to caramelize them. So that takes about 20 minutes or so. We want to break them up. Just like that. Real easy to do. Put a little bit of salt. And some black pepper. Because for those of you who follow the channel, you know I love my black pepper. Now we got some sizzling going on. So we want this to, when this starts cooking, we'll turn the heat down, okay, because we don't want to burn them, right? But we want these to all caramelize. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes, and I got the heat on low. As you can see, we're getting some good color. Alright, so next thing we want to do is put the garlic in. Alright, like I said, I got about 5 small cloves. Of course, from the garden. And we're gonna let that. We're gonna leave it in there just till it gets fragrant. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the onions and garlic and put them in a bowl, and we want them to cool down a little bit. All right, and just keep moving it around, just like that. We got a nice color without being burned. You know, you got to stay on top of that. That's a big deal. That's a beautiful thing right there. Look at that. I wish you could smell that. Nothing like onions and garlic. Okay, so I'm going to put this in a bowl, right? And we're going to let it cool. Alright, now we got our onions cooling. We're going to make the batter. Alright? Okay. So, where am I here? Okay. You guys with me, right? I don't want nobody to sleep at the wheel. So we're going to take a half a cup of flour. Get started with that. Just the all-purpose flour is fine. Yeah, that's good. Dump that right in there. Just like that. Actually, get me a whisk. Baking powder. We want about a half, let's see, you guys can see that, right? About a half a teaspoon. Put that right in there. Just like that. Now as we go, I want to mix up the ingredients, right? Just that everything stays all mixed up. And I'm going to put, if I can get it out, about a half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of cumin, just a shake of oregano, and a shake of garlic powder. Right? You're with me, right? Okay, good. Now, A couple of twists of black pepper. This is going to make me sneeze for sure. And a shot of salt. Okay. Okay. I'm going to mix that up real good. The seasoning is fantastic. So I'm going to make a little well, and we're going to crack an egg. And we're going to give it a beating. Just like that. Put that right in the well. Okay? Alright. And we'll start to mix. Okay? Now, here comes the good part. Beer. You start to add the beer. Little at a time. And start to make a nice batter here. And remember, you got the onions cooling. When it comes to making a batter, the key here is consistency. Got plenty of beer. That's a good thing. Might have a few today. Nice. Very nice. This is going to be a nice batter. Make sure you got no lumps. See? Let me just show you. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, that's cooled off. So, now we put the onions in. The star of the show. Just like that. Okay? And we mix. This is going to be really, really good. Very flavorful. It's my word of the day, flavorful. Key thing is, guys, you got to incorporate this. This all has to get mixed up. Now, just because, I'm going to add just a splash more beer. You know why? Because this is my cooking show and I can do that. Now this is a nice batter. Okay, I want to show you guys. Let me just kind of move it around so you can see. That's what we're looking for. That's on the point. Okay, so let me go back to the pan and get that going. Get some oil hot. Alright, so we're using the same pan, and I was going to use canola oil, but you know, I was thinking about it. Let's use just plain olive oil. Okay, and we got, I would say a good 3/4 of a cup. And what we're going to do is let that get nice and hot, and then we'll start making fritters. Okay, now we get the oil nice and hot. So what we're going to do is you're going to take a big spoon. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. And, boy, my mouth is watering already. I'm going to put this in here just like that. Okay. Just like that. The olive oil is going to give you a nice taste. And you know, you can add to these fritters and shape them nicely, just like this. Okay? This, make sure they don't, you know, get some oil under them so they don't stick to the pan. There we go. And I got a dish here waiting with a paper, lined with a paper towel. See, this isn't too hard to do. Now when I flip, I always like to use a spatula and a fork. So that way I don't make too much of a mess. Cabbage. Let's see how this one is. And we flip. Ah, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Nice and golden brown. There we go. Make sure they get good color. Oh, some big fritters. And let them cook until they're nice and crispy. I just want to show you the color of how they should look. Okay, these are nice and brown and they're going to be really crispy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of the bowl. And like I said earlier, I have a paper towel on a paper plate so that they can drain properly when you take them out. And we'll bring you back when they're plated. Folks, here's our finished product. And now, what I've been waiting for is the taste test. So, let's see. You gotta get a knife. And you can hear, see how nice and crispy they are? Now, I'm a big fan of sriracha sauce, and this is the kind I think they mix with a mayonnaise. It's a like a creamy sauce. So I'm gonna put some of that there and give it a try. Oh, did you hear that? Nice. Very nice. Real good. Good crunch. The beer batter is excellent. Okay. One thing that's important, and don't forget, is when you take them out, put them on paper towels and let them drain for about 15 minutes. They're a little oily. Other than that, the olive oil is a good taste. Let's have another piece. And I see a lonely can of beer here, all by itself. I guess I'm gonna have to have it. Goes good with that. So, I hope you like it. I hope you make it. Give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, click on all notifications. Share it with a friend. This all helps the channel grow. So, as always, love your life, eat good food, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.